Yeah. All right, guys. Cage Titan 72. The event's done. What an event. Looking back at everything that we saw, where does this rank for you in terms of cards that you've done? This has got to be right up there.
Honestly, you know, like I hate that promoter talk. Like, oh, this is the best one yet, best one yet. I just feel like that's just such a cliche that like people talk about. But I mean, honestly, I mean, every card is. It's like, watch one of your kids. Yeah, you kick that plug out, buddy. He's gonna go. He's gonna lose his internet connection. Anyways, you know, it's like, what do you? I got 5 kids. Like, which one do you love the most? Like, it's just like, what card do I love the most? I mean, every one of them had special. It was such an incredible night. So many finishes, as you guys mentioned. You know, everybody won fight.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's. I don't know where it ranks, but it was definitely a good one. I will say that. It had some great highlights. You know, going into it, and I think it really truly was like past and future. Like I said that in the open. You know, you see guys like Zahib Jackson come out, undefeated pro, huge tests in alpha males. You know, Vadim, I'm not even gonna try his last name. So, you know, you see Jared St. Jean continue his undefeated streak. Ozzy Martin, like it's just like that's the future of the Cage Titans. And then you got guys like Johnny Cupcakes and Joe Pedophile still, you know, kicking around. And that was, you know, you say how's it rank? It's like, fuck, man. It's like those guys didn't really want to fight each other, and then it's just like, but they knew they had to because they were just like legends in Cage Titans, man. And it's just, it's you know, even the party, it's just like it sucks. Like they had to fight each other because they knew it and they wanted to do it for the fans. But then for it to end like that, like. We did this when we didn't want to, and then none of us walk away feeling good. That's just kind of how it is.
But you got to feel good about the amateurs. You know, that fight between, especially Javier and Jason, were there. I mean, you don't see comebacks like that on the amateur level at any point. Just how impressed were you that the amateurs, and not even just their performances, but the people they brought? I mean, the place was, you know, the roof was going to pop off at certain points.
Man, I say this time and time again. I fought here at Memorial Hall in 18 years ago, and my coach at the time was like, "There's just something different when you fight here." And I fought at a few other venues, and it truly is like it's just something special. Like you know, you covered all the way up to the UFC, and you know, you covered other regional promotions, and like this the venue, the vibe, the pacing. You know, we got something special here, and the fighters rise to the occasion, and that's what I think is different. They rise to the occasion. The fans rise to the occasion. I say it time and time again. You go to other venues, and it's like you're there to socialize with fights going on in the background. If the fight's at a casino, or you're at some venue where there's like big areas of people just hanging out in beer gardens and stuff like this. At Memorial Hall, now that you've been here, and Mac, you've been here before, it's like there's nothing else to do besides sit in your seat or stand in front of your seat and watch the fights. There's no casino to go out there. There's no big concourses to like go and hang out and talk to your buddies. Like, you're in your seat. And then the way we pace these fights, it's just like why that fight's walking out. They know in production when they step, the last fighter entering the exit of the cage after his pitches, when a foot hits the top step, kill the lights, go to the next fight. And it keeps people like, you don't have to get the crowd back up. Because we keep them there. We keep them like red lines. And, you know, and the pacing is really that. I'm sorry to keep just like talking, but it's just I know what it's like. It's like, you know, sometimes you get everybody so jacked up. Like you talked about Javier Costa and Jason Hurwitz. You get them all jacked up, and then it's like there's a big pause and lull and all these breaks and stuff like that. So now the crowd's coming back down. And then you got to jack them back up, and it takes a little bit jacked up. We're redlining you.
I guess just last one for me, not to take up too much time here. The plan with Isaiah going forward with him winning the belt, are there sort of contenders kind of waiting in the wings? What do you think it'd be for his first title defense?
Oh man, that's a great fight question. Well, I will tell you this.
I kind of know where you're going with this, by the way.
So there's been some talk about a gladiator dropping down to 25. A lot of people have been asking me, and I think you've been asking me, and you might even ask Aldini yesterday when you talked to him. There's been some talk about what's next for him. As he told everybody, he's looking for September 13th. And I wouldn't be surprised if he wants some revenge now.
There you go.
His teammate. So we will see. I would say that like Dana White's like, don't talk about fights until Tuesday. Fuck that. We're already talking fights. There's already a fight made. Mark McKay will be taking on Josh Robertson on September 13th. They've already talked out there. You know, Calvin Dalton's already looking for Josiah Fry. Stanislav Rockhoff and Matt Martinez are already looking at going over some amateurs. They're already wanting to fight each other. Like, strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
And we got some good stuff that's already in the works. Thank you.
So I asked you this question last time. You didn't like, but I'm asking it again because it happened again. You know, a lot of like fights fall out within a couple of weeks, and you put together some obviously better fights than maybe what was really planned. How do you do that?
Listen, man, I don't do anything. It's the fighters. I'll be honest with you, like, you know, and I appreciate that you try to give me the credit, but it's like Tom Santos is an extremely tough veteran, but he's at the later stages of his career. And you're Saheeb Jackson, and you're making the first walk to Cage Titans, and you're fighting Tom Santos. And he's a tough veteran, but you kind of know what you're getting. That fight falls out, and Saheeb could have just easily been like, yeah, you got to find me just a warm body. And that warm body turned into a Ukrainian killer. And, you know, 40-5, UFC vet, I talked about it, and he didn't flinch. So I didn't do anything. Saheeb and his team had the confidence in him that when I said, here's a name, they were like, we'll take whatever name you give us. So it's a lot of hard work, but, you know, don't take away for a minute the fighters agreeing. And the team, same thing. It's just like, he could have said no to a short notice fight against an undefeated amateur kickboxing and professional stud. And he's like, fuck it, week and a half, let's go. So it's really a testament to the fighter. Same thing, you know, he might not get the credit or the shine, but like John Medina. Chris Snyder went through 2 opponents, had so much important things going on in his life, which he talked to us in the live at Lynch. You know, and it was so important for him to compete tonight, and his opponent doesn't get off the plane. And it's like, shit, what are we going to do? And next thing you know, Medina's answering the call. He's like, I'm your guy, put me in. Medina went to work Friday morning, not knowing if he was going to fight. And he's like, if the commission approves it when they get in the morning, call me, and I'll leave work, and I'll be there. 9:45, I get the call telling me that. 9:45 a.m. on weigh-in day, I get the call. You know, and he saves the day. So really, it is the long-windedness of it, as you know with me. I answer everything long-winded. The real answer is, it's not me. It's the fighters, man. Saheeb Jackson taking a fight like that on short notice. I just had to offer the name. And, you know, be quite honest, the manager's like, I don't think we're going to take that. And then he's like, never mind, pump the brakes. So he wants it. So it's a testament to those guys.
We got a lot of fighters make their cage as debut. Hargrove, Jackson. Are you expect to see those guys back?
Yeah, man. He's got the juice now at Cage Titans. You know, he talked about the nickname from the Tupac movie, The Juice. He's got the juice now, man. He's he's kind of cemented himself as one of the top lightweights, and I think he's going to featherweight though. So he's going to make some noise at featherweight. Jared St. Jean's going to make some noise at lightweight. Miguel, you know, congrats to Miguel Sebastian. He's in the police academy, so he's off for some time. So he's leaving a little spotlight, and it looks like, you know, we got some guys that are going to be taking some of that.
Yeah, and
Just my new man asking a question.
yeah, no, I was just gonna ask you about you know, you mentioned how you're trying to get fans to, you guys really focus on fans staying put. There's always, but talk to me a little about that Jay Curley fight and kind of, I mean, you said you try and keep fans in. I mean, it's really easy when you have a fight like that, and then, you know, back to back fights, there were submissions, knockouts, right? We had everything tonight. Just talk to me a little about that Jay Curley fight.
Oh man, he must be a Jay Curley fan. Listen,
No,
Jay Curley fans, do me a huge favor. Keep it calm. We love you. We love the passion. Jaden has some wild fans, and I definitely heard about it from some of the staff and the police details. So listen, we know you love your guy. We know you love your biz, and we know we love to have a good time. But like, you know, we got to be respectful. But yeah, man, those guys are ramped up. What? They almost stormed the cage. My boy Richie tells me. I was back here. I thought the fight just started. And I'm like, all right, cool. And all of a sudden, I hear, wow. And I'm like, out there. Yeah, man, they're crazy. Jaden Curley, incredible fight. Like, listen, Jaden came into this fight. This is the first year. So he wrestles every year in college. I think he placed as high as number 3 in the nation one of a couple of years. Every year he got better. His senior year this year, he actually slid back from 3 down to 5. And he was pissed. And he said, right after wrestling season, I'm back. I want whoever you'll put in front of me. I got a chip on my shoulder. Now my full focus is MMA. And I said it in the cage. He was just a wrestler, like a stud wrestler that no one wanted to fight. But I could at least pitch. He's only a wrestler. Get him now. Now he's knocking dudes out. And man, incredible fight. So my only PSA is to the Jaden Curley fans. You love Jaden. You love coming to Plymouth Memorial Hall. You love Cage Titans. Just tone it down, boys. Just a little.
So what's next for Jaden then?
Listen, man, Jaden, what's next for Jaden is anybody who's willing to step in and fight him. He said it right there in the cage. Any welterweight around can come and get it. And listen, I mean, I take great pride in these Cage Titans titles. We are not putting just local, ticket sellers in these title fights. Like last fight, we had a guy from Rhode Island fighting a guy from Connecticut. Like, we want the best of the best to be represented with Cage Titans, no matter where you're from. So I will put the call out for Jaden. If the welterweight's not here in New England, I look at this camera, wherever the hell you are. My credit card works. We'll fly in. Whatever. You don't have to be a pro to get through. Listen, if you want to come in, you come on in. And you get an opportunity. We're gonna set the stage. What do you do with it from there? It's on you fighters.
Thanks, boss man.
Let's
That was
go.
great.
Anything
That was
else?
great. No.
All right, thanks you guys. Honestly, huge shout out to Andrew Mack, always holding Trial by Combat, always holding back this back media room. I can't thank you enough. I know sometimes it's crazy that you want to go out there and be in the crowd and what everybody else wants to do, but you're always back here holding it down. And then an incredible shout out to James Lynch, who made the travel all the way from Canada. And these new guys, actually, I got to get the card out because I don't even know their names yet. It's Bess, right? Hold on, he gave me his card. Who still has business cards these days? But this guy does. Maxwell Elfman from VES, Video Editing Solutions in Whitman, Massachusetts. Though I'm from Abington High, we don't like Whitman. These guys are all right. So they have it. So thank you guys for holding it down, because I told James when we talked before, and Andrew Max heard it before, these are the type of things that the big promotions, the UFC look for. These are the reps that these fighters need. This sport is not just all the punching, kicks, and elbows. It's being comfortable talking to people, being in front of the camera. That's what the UFC sees. When we bring guys to the Contender Series, Richie just walked out, but they actually pulled him aside and was like, "You're pretty good on the mic." And they're like, "Yeah, Cage Titans, they have a media room. They make us do interviews. They make us do podcasts." It's like preparing them for all aspects of the sport. So, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Now, you got to get Isaiah Torres in here, and maybe that fight I was talking about.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, guys. Have a good one. Thank you so much.